creator of YosoBoho. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hello. I'm glad you stopped by. This is a channel all about thrifting and living a thrifted life. If you are seeing some things here over my shoulder, that is because I am currently having an unlive sale. If you missed that, I will link that up here. It's definitely also down below. I have 10 things for very low starting offers that you can make offers on. In fact, I'll do a little preview here so you can see what's in this week's sale in case you did miss it. Let's take a look. Great things, and this sale ends tomorrow night, Friday, January 20th at 10 p.m. So if you are interested in something, make sure you get over there and make me an offer. I will shut it all down tomorrow night at 10, and then I'll get these things right out the door. Some of these are perfect for Valentine's Day gifts or for your Valentine's Day decor, so I'll get it right out the door to you. All right. So tonight we are concluding my day out with my mom and my sister. We hit Goodwill, which I showed last Thursday. We hit a place called Thrifty on the Vine, which I showed on Tuesday. And tonight we're going to end the day at Savers. This Savers I have been to many times. And if you recall, if you've been around for a while, this is the place where I had the super adventure of the salt and pepper shakers with the stork and the baby. Where I got one side the one day and I had to run all the way back up there to find the other because I knew I had seen it. So if you missed that video, actually, it's a pretty fun one. I will connect that up here and down below as well. But this is that Savers. This Savers has not historically been all that nice in pricing. It's like a touch and go type of situation, which is fair to say about a lot of places nowadays. But I do find some amazing things today. So without further ado, we're just going to get into this shopping trip. Stick around to the very end because what I found that topped everything wasn't found until I got to the counter. So make sure you stay around to the very end so that you get to see that. But right now, let's go take a look and see what's on the shelves at Savers. Let's go. Well, I found a couple of ashtrays that I really love. Look at the colors on these. But the prices are, this one's $16. Just says made in USA. And then there's another one down here that has this little gold fleck on it. It's really pretty. But it is $10, so we're gonna have to skip those. Vanna Whiting. So I just found this little serving set and it's very pretty. It's signed. I didn't see a date on it, but there's definitely an artist's signature mark there. I know, I love going through the bags, Mom. So that, we got that. And then I did find one thing. I found a little cat's meow. I like how it says dancing 50 cents Wednesday through Saturday. Blue is half off, so I usually try and get these for about $1 a piece. On my growing to-do list, which changes and grows every single day, has been the chore of taking a picture and sending it to my friend Ann Catherine. I have collected now a bunch of these cat's meow pieces, and in fact, my aunt just got me several of them that are little vehicles or horse-drawn carriages, and those need to be added as well. But my friend Ann Catherine has a collection. These are something that remind her of her childhood, and so she's going to have first dibs on these, but I'm going to send her, I promise you, a picture of the entire collection so that she can kind of pick and choose what she wants to receive. But this will go into that collection, and it is the Chippewa Lake Series Ballroom, and it's signed 95. So it's kind of an older one. Super cute. Let's see what else I found. And that is going into a collection of them that I still have to send a photo. I gotta do that soon. some milk glass here. $9.49. Looks like daisy and button pattern. Oh, and I felt a chip on that right there. I just spotted this cart and I see a piece of pottery here. It looks like a big bowl. We're gonna check that out. Oh wow. Pasta. It says pasta. That's neat. I don't see a price on it. I think we can take that. Cindy and I might have to fight over that one. I am definitely a believer in the more you give, the more you receive. So when I found that first pottery piece and I handed it off to my sister, I thought, you know, something's coming. Something's coming. I feel it. Look at this bowl. How beautiful is that? And it is made for pasta. I have seen this little fish mark that reminds me of like the Christian symbol. But I had never seen this stamp before. This stamp says cottage pottery. It has little initials JJA and it has an Ohio mark on it, but that's the mark. And it's a wonderful, nice, big, solid piece. Great to use for pasta or whatever you want to put in it. I think this will go over to the booth and probably be sold there. I did pay $5.49 for it, which I thought was a pretty good deal. I'll probably put something between $30 and $35 on this over at the shop, and it's definitely worth that. It's a really nice quality piece, and it's in beautiful condition. And the color on it is fabulous. Kind of looks like my beret today, huh? Well, I'm looking at the bags on the wall. I saw these. They are, looks like a bunch of plastic little forks, like appetizer type forks. But then on the other side, there's a stainless steel set with the little colorful tops. It says 12, there's 12 of them in there, and I can't check to see, but they're only $3.50, and then we have this whole box of these, so those are kind of cool. Think about them. These are vintage appetizer forks. And not only a bunch of these ivory colored ones, and there are a lot in there. Look at how sweet that is. So there's probably a couple of dozen of those in there, but there was also this little set. This definitely has a mid-century vibe to it. Now, I couldn't open this up, so I didn't know exactly what was in there. I was hoping that I would get the colorful ones, but it looks like these are also just an ivory with that little gold detail. There's some extras in here that have little tea candles. So this isn't actually a full set. There's one missing here. So there's 11 of these and 5 of these, and these are the tea candled ones. And look at how adorable they are. Look at those little handles. I love the look of those. They're marked stainless right here, but they're very neat looking. I'll probably sell these separate than these, and these I will sell just like they are as a set of 11. Would have been nice if there was a dozen in there, but you can't open the bags, so you just never know until you get in there what they are. But the box alone is very cool. Paid $3.49 for the bag. I imagine just this set here is probably a $8 to $10 set. And then all of these are pretty great. I'll probably put somewhere close to 10 to 12 on those. And then these separately, maybe 6 to 8. So not bad on that little stack. New cards. I'll put this out. I hope it's complete. Because that is kind of exciting. It's a big, huge Mickey. Oh, it's got a chip. What is this? 3-in-1 body washes, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Alright, we are going that up. I don't know where my sister and my mom went. Are they in the clothes yet? I don't even see them. Oh, I bet they're over in the shoes. I love their shoes. I have big feet, so I don't find a lot of shoes when we're out thrifting, but the two of them find shoes. I hear my sister. I know she's over here. Yep, I knew it. I knew they were shopping shoes. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I know nothing about My Little Pony, but it looks like this might be worth a little bit of money. This has got something on it, because you can see something was spilled on here, but the piece that goes here is in there, and it looks like there's 3 flags that are supposed to go in here. I see 2 here. The little fences, there's 2 ponies, some other things, accessories. Oh, I see a 3rd flag in there. Nope, I lied. I thought I did. There it is, 3rd flag. Right, 3 flags. So all the flags, all the things for the roof, the flag and that are there. It just needs cleaned really well. So am I up for the challenge? It's $17. I think it might be $100 on eBay from what I'm seeing. So I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm pretty excited about this. I do not run into a lot of vintage toys. I don't know a lot about vintage toys, but I do know that the old My Little Ponies can be valuable. And then when I saw this, and it's an entire show stable, and I saw all the pieces in it, I got pretty excited. Brushes and bridles and blankets and little awards. There's some even hanging in the back. I hung them. I even found a pair of roller skates in here, but here's one of the horses. She's a little Pegasus, it looks like, but she has older markings on her feet, and that's where you can find them, right there on the bottom of the hoof. Here's the other horse dressed as a little princess. These are in wonderful condition. The little stable itself was pretty wrecked. I think you could see there in my video that it was covered in something. I don't want to know what it was. It almost looked like somebody got sick on it. But I took some time and a magic eraser and cleaned it up really well, put all its little pieces on it. It came with the original paperwork in the original box, which is amazing. That's part of the excitement, because those things just don't exist very much anymore. So it's nice because this shows you all the pieces that should be in there. And I do have, like, it shows how the little ponies wear the bridles. I do have that bridle. And there's like a heart-shaped brush, you know, that's in there. This little jumping hurdle is in there. Yeah, I think the only thing that's not in there is a bed. All the stickers and everything have been applied, and they're really in good condition. I have found some comps on this, and I think that my $16.99 was a really good investment, because I think I can ask anywhere from $100 to $150 for this, because it's in wonderful condition, because it has so many pieces, parts, because it has a couple of old ponies, and the box with the paperwork. All of that just adds to the value. So I will put here on screen what I have decided to list it at. And yes, this is a piece that's going right onto eBay, and I'm excited to list it. As I was getting ready to go, I noticed a rack that had some rugs on it. This rug is a big, beautiful rag rug. Look at the colors on this. And it's quite large. I would say width-wise, it's probably 4.5 feet. And lengthwise, over 6 feet. So maybe 6.5 feet. But it is a great big rag rug. I paid $8.99 for it, which I think is great. I remember seeing another sticker on it somewhere that it sold for maybe $15 or $16, and possibly at Big Lots. I still thought that was a great deal. I love rag rugs. I love the colors in this. So I'm definitely going to use this somewhere. Maybe in the camper, or maybe here in the house. Pretty wonderful deal. Now for the crazy part of this story. At this Savers, it's pretty much all self-checkout now. So I went to one of the first checkout counters where you scan everything and check out yourself. Not a fan of that. But there were two things that were left like abandoned on that counter, and this was one of them. And I went and I scanned my stuff and I kind of looked around and I was like, obviously this was just left here. I'm kind of interested in this. It's a piece of art. It looks old. I'm gonna scan it and put it in my cart and take it with me. So I did. It was $5.99. You can tell here that there's some acid damage. I've talked about that in the past. It's called tanning. This happens with time and some acidic cardboard behind the piece of art. Takes on the color of the cardboard or whatever it is. So this is actually damaged. It should be much lighter than this, but sometimes it can still have some value. I didn't know where to start with this. I knew it was a woodblock print, which means that the artist actually carved this image onto wood. They're cut so that there's a relief. The parts that are raised up will be able to take some ink and create an image like this, which means that there can be many of these because they can ink it and print it however many times they want to. I went to one of my favorite Facebook groups and I included some pictures, and there is a woman on this page. Her name is Sela. She is a brilliant ratter, and that's a term of endearment for people who can look at a signature, look at a piece of artwork, and go down a hole to find who it is and what the story is and what the value might be. And she came back and said, you might have a piece by John Opper. It's pencil signed right here. I thought maybe it was OPPES. I wasn't really sure, but she saw it and she started to look at other pieces by him and other signatures, and she found one and she said she was like 99.9999% sure that it was John Opper. And then I was away from my phone. I came back to my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, you found him, you found him. And I went and did some more research and found out that he was actually local. He went to Case Western, which is in Cleveland, and then he went to the Cleveland Institute of Art. He graduated from Cleveland Institute of Art in 1931. And I believe that this piece is actually from 1931. Another one was found by another person on the Facebook page. It was in with a bunch of other prints that were being sold, but it was numbered and dated. I believe that one was numbered 3 out of 10. This one, I do not see a visible number. Graduated in 31, and the other one was numbered 3 out of 10 and dated 31. Maybe this was the school project? I'm not sure. I don't know. We've also since located this lino cut, and this was dated 1934. So in his early career, it looks like he was doing some lino cuts. I'm still trying to learn. I have reached out to the Cleveland Institute of Art. I have reached out to a gallery that sells a lot of his work, and Sela has actually reached out to a potential family member. So with all of that reaching out, we're hoping to get more information. And of course, I can update you in a later video, but how exciting to just go through a checkout and see this abandoned. So somebody had this in their hot little hands and decided against it. And I thought, heck, for $5.99, I know this looks old and I will pay to learn. And I'm glad that I did. If you want to do a lookup, Google John Opper. He actually is not known for anything like this. He went into abstracts and he does color blocking. And there are some beautiful mid-century color blocking abstract pieces by this artist out there that do go for good money. So I don't know, something this early and something that's kind of not in his wheelhouse. I don't know what this will be worth, but I will be interested to find out, and I'll probably get it appraised by somebody who knows what they're looking at here, and we'll find out. And this isn't something that is in my aesthetic, although I keep a lot of the art that I find here at the house. I think this is one that I will sell, and maybe it will offset some of the money that I've spent on all the other art around here. I'm very excited to figure out more about that piece. And I'm super excited that I found a new friend on that Facebook page. Sela, thank you so much if you watch this. I can barely express how much I admire you for what you do. You help a lot of people out on that page. You are so resourceful, and it's so wonderful that you are generous with your time and help so many people find information on the pieces that they have found just like this. It's a wonderful talent, and I know I appreciate you. So glad to be connected. Y'all, she's very cool. She's an artist herself, and she's very talented, and I can't say enough good things other than I'm just happy to be connected, and thank you. Thank you for helping me out. All right, everybody, that is it. That ends the series of me and Mom and Cindy shopping, although I'm sure we will have adventures in the future. Next week, I'm going to take you back to the Goodwill bins because I completely forgot that I had a coupon that was going to expire. So I called up my aunt and I said, do you want to go? We got to go. We don't want a coupon to expire. So we went and we did both sides, the bins and the retail side. And I will start in the bins, and then Thursday of next week will be our end of the month sale. So if you can, come join us live. There's no pressure to buy, but I'm going to bring some things. In fact, Mom wants to bring jewelry. So maybe the majority of what we bring will be some nice jewelry that you can treat yourself to for Valentine's Day or buy as a gift. But that is coming next Thursday, January 26th, and I sure hope that you can join us. Our last live was between the holidays, the end of last year, and we had a blast. We always have a blast when we do lives. I like to do the socializing way more than the selling, but y'all come for all the craziness, and I super appreciate it. Oh, and don't forget that tomorrow night is the end of our unlive sale. So if you have made any offers for any of these things, or if you're keeping an eye out for something and you're going to pop in and snipe it right before the end of the sale ends tomorrow at 10 p.m. Be sure that you have your offer in by then. I'm going to shut it all down and let everybody know who got what, and we'll get everything out to you in plenty of time for Valentine's Day, which a lot of these things will make great little Valentine's Day decor or gifts. So don't forget about that. And that, my friends, is all I have. I will see you on Tuesday, though, at the bins. So between now and then, we have a weekend to do something fun, but please be safe, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye!